Tonight, it is emerging that many shops across the country are selling sugar that is unfit for consumption, exposing Kenyans to health risks. The grim revelation was made by Kenya Bureau of Standards officials who said samples taken from shops and kiosks in various parts of the country failed safety tests. But as Stephen Leto reports, samples tested in 17 counties were found to be safe.
It is now emerging that shops across the country have been stocked with contaminated sugar, exposing Kenyans to health risks, an indication that unscrupulous traders had managed to package the sugar and distribute it before government agencies started raiding warehouses. Market surveillance by Kenya Bureau of Standards found Mombasa had most instances of contaminated sugar in shop shelves. The CBD, Nyali, Kwale Town and Diani were the worst hit. In Nairobi, unsafe sugar was found in Mwiki Kasarani, with KEBS establishing that Mombasa Road, Umoja, South B and Githurai has safe sugar in circulation. Shops in Thika Town and Ruiru also had sugar that failed the measure of safety, with a similar finding noted in Nyeri and Embu towns.
All the samples that we have tested at Kenya Bureau of Standards, we have not come across any cases of mercury.
Out of all the samples, can we effectively conclude that the samples you have taken are representative?
15 samples, which is 28%, were failed in the same parameters, like for the cess sugar.
What we presented on the 5th of July 2018 was a progress report. We are aware that Kenyans are anxious, waiting to know whether or not the sugar has mercury and other heavy metals as alleged.
And out of the samples taken from Mombasa CBD, most of them are failing in total viable count, in color and in yeast and molds, but one sample complied.
The joint sitting of Agriculture and Trade Committees demanding to know how the contaminated sugar found its way into shops and on tea tables.
And we want the correct position. If the sugar does not meet the standards, what do you do? That is the simple question we're asking you.
Sasa kwa nini tunakaa kwenda round to round? Lazima watuambie bila iko na wajibu, na mimi pia ningeomba chair. Wacha wajibu swali. Wao usijibie
kabisa. That's a point taken.
Does it mean that this sugar, even if it has failed, it is consumable? And if it is not consumable, what is the effect health-wise?
With more sugar being seized, the committee wants KEBS to establish importers of the contraband sugar. Out of the over 1.3 million bags seized by the multi-agency operation, KEBS tested 1.2 million bags, of which only 157,000 were found to be fit for use, while 837,244 bags were found unfit and required reprocessing.
Hatujapata vitu kama mercury, hatujapata vitu kama copper, isipokuwa sample mbili tu, ile tulikuwa tumesema mbele, hapo Isiri na Ruiru sample mbili, singine sote hatujapata arsenic, hatujapata copper, hatujapata lead, hatujapata mercury.
With the Joint Committee expected to table a comprehensive report on Tuesday, tomorrow it is expected to meet the multi-agency team as well as meet several sugar companies including Sony Sugar before it prepares a report that will be tabled on Tuesday afternoon when National Assembly sittings will be kicking off at 2:30 p.m. Stephen Leto, Citizen Television,